A new community group is celebrating its first year by hosting a gala fundraiser and celebration this weekend. Joining me now is founder of the Power 100, Barry Victor Jr. Barry, thanks for joining me. I was just kind of reading online and saw the group completely community funded, and it also came out of a band that you're a part of.
So yeah, it's an offshoot of my band. I have a band called the Black Excellence Band. So our band logo looks similar to our Power 100 logo. But yeah, I'm a full-time artist, and I was thinking about ways that I could kind of pivot from what was going on with the pandemic, because we weren't able to do live shows anymore. They started canceling everything. So I was like, okay, how can I figure out a way to still be able to sustain without having to go on the road or depend on streaming services? And so what I decided to do was create this model which allowed me to centralize my fan base directly to my website. So now I put all my music and all my videos directly on my website. And just as you would with another streaming service, you pay a monthly fee in order to be able to stream my content and watch my content. But what I chose to do with that money is to be able to give it back to community organizations, to give out scholarships, donations, and grants. So not only is it serving me, it's serving the community and giving people who want to have a chance to kind of give back a way to do it.
Very cool. What's the meaning behind the name Power 100?
So there's a theory, well, not a theory, there's something called the 1,000 True Fans. And what it is, there's this guy, I think his name is Kevin Kelly, came up with this idea that if you have 1,000 true fans, you should be able to make a living off of them if you have them support you in everything that you do. So my goal was like, let me start off with a number even smaller. If I can get 100 people to support me with everything that I'm doing, then I'll be able to sustain and be able to do the things that I want to do for my community. So the goal is to get to 100 allies. I don't call them subscribers, we call them allies, because we do a lot of community work. And that's essentially what Power 100 is. It's a collective of individual allies who come together to give back to the community. So right now we're about at like 37 allies, so we still have a way to go until we're actually the Power 100. Right now we're like the Power 37, but we've done some incredible things.
Talk to me about some of those accomplishments. We're obviously showing just a little bit of the money that you've been able to give to community members in need of a little bit of help. So talk to me about the accomplishments you've made over the last year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of accomplishments, I would say, and that's definitely credited to all of our allies. Being able to give away grants to people who are starting businesses, who don't necessarily have access to the funds or don't know how to write grants, just different things that are not easily accessible. If we come across the stories or we know people personally that are doing great things, we can step up and give them the immediate access and the resources that they need if we have them. So we've been able to give away a business grant to somebody that's way in Revere, Massachusetts. A lot of the recipients have been here in the Bay Area, though, Oakland based. But, you know, I plan to be able to touch the world at some point.
Well, and you guys are hosting a fundraiser and celebration tomorrow. Talk to me about that event. It's at Preservation Park in Nile Hall there in Oakland.
Yes. Preservation Park is a really meaningful place to me because I used to go to a program there called the Positive Minds Group through the Mentoring Center. And so I learned a lot about how to be a man in Preservation Park through the teachers that I had there. And then later on in life, I got married at that same place. Now we're going to be having the gala in the building right next to where I got married. So it's a very significant place for me. And what I wanted to do was to have the opportunity to bring all of the allies and all of the recipients together, along with some new award recipients, because we will have a number of those people there, all together in the space so we can network and we can kind of just give thanks and gratitude to everybody who's been making this possible, sharing our story, believing in what we're doing. So it's really just a thanks to them.
And if folks want to come, get tickets, what's the situation if folks want to come and be a part of it?
It was already at max capacity. We don't have any tickets. Yeah, we hit our capacity because I mainly wanted to get our allies in there to be able to give them something back, and all of our recipients. And so we reached out to those folks first. Okay. And so those would be a majority of the people that are there, and then some folks who are coming to actually donate. We've had some great business sponsors locally to donate some money, and a lot of individual folks to donate some money. So it's going to be a great night. It's going to be a thankful night for me just to see my family and friends come out and for us to give away even more money to a lot of deserving people.
What do you hope is the future for the Power 100?
I hope it grows past. I hope I can add another 3 zeros to this. You know, I'll keep the name the same, but I hope that we just grow in numbers to be able to be that organization that's not hard to get in contact with when you need some resources, when you need some access. Because the thing about us is we're able to expedite the process. Once we find out somebody needs something, we're able to say, okay, how much do you need? Can we deliver on that? And if we can, then we do it as soon as we can. We're not about making people wait or go through a rigorous process to get the funds. And that's what I love about us, because I know there are a lot of organizations and they're genuine and they want to help folks, and they do, but sometimes it takes a lot of time and, you know, a lot of patience on the recipient's end to get those funds. And we want to be the group that can get it to you now.
What's the best way to contact you guys? Just your website? Give me that URL.
Yeah, so the blackexcellenceband.com. If you go to that website, you can find out how to become an ally. You can also see some of our work there, some of the recipients that we funded. You can see some of the organizations that we've donated to. Also, my Instagram, which is at Green Music Clean. You can keep up with a lot of the updates. You can see some of the testimonials that we've had. And just anything that we're doing is going to be posted to the Instagram mainly.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Barry, for joining me, and congrats on selling out for tomorrow. I know it's sounds like it's going to be a really great and fulfilling event. So good luck to you in the future, too.
Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys for having me on the show.
Definitely.